Hello, this video will look at the Module 4 HTML exercises that you and your classmates submitted to the CS server. As you can see here, we have some different formatting and the numbering. So that was cool that this student decided to bring in other tags that were learned before. We also have our tool tip and our link, and you can see at the bottom of the window it's showing you where this link will take you. And if you haven't looked at what other students have done, it's a great idea because you can not only see with their work, but you can look at the page source and figure out how they did that. We're moving on to the next one. So in this web page, the title here says it's far too many HTML attributes, but there was a lot of ideas here, and there's a tooltip. As we come down, we have a link and another tooltip. Well, let's see if it'll show up here. Hello, tooltip, where are you? There we go. So if you see something about CSS, that is not the purpose of this course. So it's cool for Scott to explore, but when it comes to the project, it needs to all be in HTML. So remember, HTML is a structure, and CSS gives us more formatting opportunities like is discussed here. So we have the background color and shading colors here, different colored text, same font. So that's a lot of HTML incorporated, and that's a good thing because the more you do, the more you learn and retain. We'll go to our next web page. So here we have another web page with another tooltip, and I'd just like to remind you all that do create new pages each week because that will help you when you get to your web project and you need to create several web pages. And the more you enter in the tags and to explore and discover them, the better it will be for you. When you are creating your HTML exercise, you may want to print out the page so that you can make a mark next to each item as it is finished. Because in this one, we do not have a link. So do yourself a favor and print that out so you have a better shot at getting all the points you can. In this example, not only are there the tooltips, but the student also included tags from previous exercises and reinforced how the href attribute works by writing about it. And there is the link, complete link, rather than having the text with the link, there's the actual coding. So if you, like this student did, incorporate other tags, again, that's just going to help you out in the long run, and it will make it more fun for you as well. So when we are turning in, before we turn in our HTML exercise, I recommend that you look at your text content. A lowercase I, that's very typical when you are texting. However, capital I's are needed on a web page. That helps with the web page looking professional to the viewer. So just remember, not texting, but it's a web page. So here we have another example. And the one thing I would recommend is that rather saying this is a link, which is, well, kind of redundant because we can tell that it's a link. So you want to give it something that would entice somebody who's at your page to click on it. So be sure, I can see down at the bottom, this is taking me to the Kings at NBA.com. So something that a basketball player or viewer would want to take a look at, that would be the preferred text. So one thing that I like about this example is it's funny. Just like the first example with the spiders. If you haven't had a chance to read that, it's funny. I hope you like it. So here we have some text here and the tooltip, which explains what that tooltip is. and instructions. And here we go. Now this is going to get people's attention, but you want to be careful with a business link using that. But here in our class, this is pretty cool. And I'm going to show you where it goes. And I just thought that was hilarious. So thank you, those of you who put in extra work to include additional tags that we'd learned before, and also the sense of humor. I think y'all did a great job, and I look forward to seeing your next batch for the next module. Bye for now.